Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Zola and today we're going to be doing a full body advanced Pilates workout. Now, if you've never taken Pilates before, make sure you take a few mat classes before you dive into this one. I have plenty on my channel to choose from. We will be kneeling later on in the workout, so if you need a pillow for your knees for cushion, please feel free to grab one. I will be definitely doing that. When we think about advanced work, it's not necessarily about the moves getting harder. It's more about going deeper into the exercises that you already know. So keep that in mind when we do this workout. Let's get started. So let's face the length of the mat. Starting with the legs hip distance apart, make sure the feet are nice and parallel, shoulders down, spine is long. Keep a slight bend in the knees and let's start to roll down. Articulating the spine, let the arms and the head be heavy. Find the hands on the mat and walk out to your plank position. Good. Find length from the top of the head to the tailbone. And make sure the ankles are over your balls of your feet. Let's start rocking forward and back. Forward, and press the heels back. Forward, and back. One more of those. Forward, and back. Center the ankles over the balls of the feet. Lift the hips and walk the hands back. Heels come down, head is heavy. Roll yourself all the way up. Let's do that again. Chin to chest, roll it down. Find the hands on the mat. Walk out to your plank position. This time, lift the right foot off of the mat. Rock forward and back. 2 and 3. Center the ankle over the ball of the foot. Make sure that leg that is lifted is parallel. Put that foot back down, lift the hips, walk the hands back. Keep a bend in the knees as you roll up with heavy arms and a heavy head. Chin comes away from the chest, standing tall. One more time, chin to chest, roll it down. Good, walk out to your plank. This time when you lift your left leg off, keep that leg parallel. Think of the back side of the leg lifting to the ceiling. Rock forward and back. 3, 2, 1. Center the ankle, foot comes down. This time we bend the elbows to descend to the mat. Slowly. And let's flip over for elbow slip. Okay, so you're on your elbows, your feet and your knees are together. Push the floor away so that the shoulders are away from the ears and curl the tailbone under. Feel the low back reaching for the mat. From here, try to not move any part of the body, but reach the arms forward. Try to not lift up or lower down in the upper body and place your elbows back. It's obvious why this is called elbow slip. Again, pull the belly to the spine, curl the tailbone under and reach the arms forward. And then slide the elbows back. Again, reach the arms forward. Slide the elbows back. Again, nothing else changes in the body. Reach the arms forward. And then start to roll up. Half roll back without the arms. So sit up tall at the top. Start with the movement of the pelvis. Curl the tailbone under and round back. Try to get as low as you just were for your elbow slip. And then come right back up. Sit up tall. Keep the inner thighs squeezing as you roll it back. Keep the balls of the feet pressing heavy into the mat. Roll it up. Again, roll it back. And roll it up. Good, maybe the lower back taps the mat this time, very lightly. A little tap. And then try to keep it there for as long as possible as you roll yourself back up. Good, one more like that, round it back and hold at your point of control. Let's just go an inch back, an inch up. Good, 9, and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's roll all the way down to your back. Good. Let your head come down. Stretch your legs down onto the mat. And let's reach the arms back by the ears to prep for the 100. So make sure your heels are already together. The toes are apart in your Pilates V. Pull the belly button to the spine. And inhale. As you exhale, lift everything for your 100. But this is just the prep, so pause there. Keep the heels squeezing. And then come back down. And again, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. This time the back of the head and the heels touch the mat at the same time. Again, lift it up. Hold here. Find your 100 pumps. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. I'm going to lift my legs a little higher. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 30. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Let the legs come down. Let the arms come back by the ears. From here, make sure your back ribs are pressing into the mat. So we don't want that back to arch, right? Plug everything in. The shoulders are connected to the back. Let's parallel the legs and feet and flex the feet. Pulling the toes back. Chin to chest, roll it on up. Reach it forward. Roll it on back. Articulate the spine to come down. And roll it up. And roll it down. And again, roll it up. This time just roll halfway down. Pause here. Come 2 inches up and 6 inches down. 2 inches up and 6 inches down. One more, 2 inches up and all the way down. Roll it down. One more time like that, chin to chest. Roll it up and round it forward. Find that scoop in the belly and roll it halfway back. Come 2 inches up, 6 inches down. Press the heels into the mat, 2 inches up, 6 inches down. One more, 2 inches up, 6 inches down. Bring the arms back without lifting the ribs. Good. Place the arms down onto the mat. Bring your legs up to the ceiling for the rollover. So pushing the arms down, lift those hips, the legs go up and back. Flex the feet. Open the legs shoulder distance. Roll down through the spine. We're not going to do the presses right now. Close the legs, point the toes, lift the hips. Flex the feet. Open shoulder distance, roll it down. One more time, this direction. Lift up. Flex the feet. Open shoulder distance, roll it down. Close the feet, pause here. Reverse the circles of the legs. So open the legs, shoulder distance, flex the feet, and roll it back. Maybe the toes touch this time. Push the heels back once, close the legs, push the heels back again, and roll it down. Remember, as you push the heels back, don't crunch the spine. You want to lift up and out of the spine. So push back and lift the tailbone. Close, push back and lift the tailbone. Point the toes, roll it down. One more. So hard to talk and do this at the same time. Press back, close, press back, and roll it down. Good. Pause here with your hips down on the mat. Point your toes. Bring the left leg down to the floor with control. Flex that foot. Let's externally rotate that right leg. Let's keep this same external rotation as you do your single leg circle. So cross over the body first, down, around, and up without changing the rotation of the hip. So over, down, around, and up. 3 more this direction. We can add a little speed. Find length. And 1. Keep the rest of the body steady. Keep your box square. Open. Reverse your circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We scissor switch those legs. Switch the point of the toe so the right foot is now flexed. Externally rotate that top leg, cross it over, circle down, around, and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and reverse. I'm a little congested, so my breathing is really off today. 2, and 1. Good. From here, lower that leg, flex the feet, reach the arms up and back without lifting those ribs, and roll it up. Scooch to the front of your mat, and let's place the hands behind the head. So I'm going to stack my palms, bring the elbows in towards my ears, and round forward. So my elbows are touching my knees. Lift your feet off of the mat. My goal is to keep the elbow to knee connection, point the toes for your rolling like a ball or rolling back. Inhale back, exhale up. But don't let the elbows and the knees separate. Try it again. Inhale back, exhale up. Really getting into the core here. Again, inhale back, exhale up. 2 more times. This is a fun challenge. 1 more. That is so hard. Grab a hold of your right leg, stretch the left leg long. Roll it all the way down. Let's go into our abdominal series of 5 right away. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. 1 more time each side. Good. Double leg stretch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, circle and pull. Keep that chest lifted. 1 more. Single straight leg stretch. Let's just hold on to the back of the thigh instead of the calf. Use the abdominals more to pull the leg twice. Switch, pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull. One more time each side. Legs up to the ceiling, heels together, toes apart, hands behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale, up. Switch the breath. Inhale for nothing. Exhale to lower the legs. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Crisscross right away. And switch. And switch. And switch. Good. Bring your knees to the chest. Rock yourself up to seated. Scoot yourself back. And let your legs be open a little bit wider than hip distance for spine stretch. Reach the arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, roll it down. Push the heels into the mat. Maybe the backs of the knees bend. That's totally fine. Makes the backs of the legs work a little bit more. Exhale, round down. Stay at the bottom. Place the hands behind your head and give your head a gentle pull, very gentle, to get an extra stretch on the back body. Make sure you're not collapsing over the legs as you do that. Roll yourself up. 1 more time for the yummy stretch, chin to chest, and round it forward. And roll it up. Release the arms. Let's go into your open leg rocker prep. So this is not easy for me. What we're gonna do is reach the arms forward and curl the tailbone under, sort of like you're gonna go into a half roll back. Point through the toes, and ideally at the same time, both of your legs lift and you catch them with your hands. And then you're right in your open leg rocker position. Lower the legs with control. We do that a couple more times. So curl the tailbone under, use the strength of the legs and the abdominals, to lift the legs and grab them, and then lower with control. Good. 1 more time. Curl the tailbone under. Strong abdominals. Lift. I cheated there a little bit. shoulders down the back, and then open leg rocker right away. Inhale back, exhale up, inhale back, exhale up, inhale back, exhale up. I'm going to scooch myself forward so I can be on my mat. And going into another variation of this, close the legs and flex the feet. If you can, grab your big toes with your pointer and your middle fingers. Round the spine forward, right? And we continue our rocker. Inhale back, exhale up. Maybe lengthen the spine at the top, round the spine, inhale back. Find the back side of the legs to bring yourself up. And keep the connection of the toes and the fingers. Good. Lift the spine. And from here, with control, reach the arms forward for your teaser. And then roll yourself down. Keep the legs lifted, palms down, legs straight up to the sky. Heels together, toes apart. Let's do corkscrew. So, keeping those legs together, start to circle over to the right, down, around, and up. Reverse that circle to the left, over, down, around, and up. It's okay if the hips move a little bit. And over, down, around, and up. One more time each side. Over, down, around, and up. Last one, over, down, around, and up. And from here, go ahead, bend your knees, give yourself a hug. Let's flip over onto our stomachs for swan dive. So legs are long behind you, squeeze the inner thighs and the feet together. From here, place the hands under the armpits and pull the abdominals away from the mat. Lift your hands and lift your chest first. Push your hands into the mat to lift a little higher. Our first variation, we're going to dive the hands forward and then stop in between each one. So as you dive forward, you lift the leg. So find the strength of the back of the leg. Lift and up. One more time like this. Lift and up. Not easy. Now from here, we're going to keep our swan dive going without stopping in between and do about 3 rocks. So from here, lift the hands, slide them forward. Rock 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good. Bring the chest down. Let's press back into a child's pose. That really works the back side of the body. And roll yourself up. Let's flip back over onto our back. That was a little quick extension exercise, right? Going into jackknife. So legs are straight up to the ceiling and arms are down by your sides. From here, lift the hips, let the legs go up and back. Legs go straight up to the ceiling. Roll yourself down. Bring the legs 45 degrees. And again, lift the hips, push into the arms. Legs go straight up and roll it all the way down. Now add that dynamic part to it. So down, lift quickly and roll it down. So the jackknife part happens quickly, down and up, and roll it down. One more time. Lift and roll it down. Woo. From here, let's go into teaser. Teaser 1, teaser 2, and teaser 3. So let's bring the knees to the chest, stretch the legs to a 45-degree angle, reach the arms to the legs, lift the chest. From here, roll it up, down to the tips of the shoulder blades. Roll it right back up, and down, and up, hold here. Bring the arms by the ears, lower the legs 3 times. 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything down. Arms and legs stretch away from each other. Bring everything back up. Whoa. Bring the arms back by the ears. Reach everything away from the center. Good, and come back up. Arms up by the ears. Last time. Roll it all the way down. And come up. Reach the arms by the ears and control yourself down, down, down. Nice hip circles. So all of these exercises are not easy for me. Take a breath in between. Pause the video, do more reps if you need. From here, let's sit up tall. Let's find that nice circle of the arms to get into our hip circles. You have two options. If you feel like this first iteration will be too much for you, you always have the option to go down to the elbows. This is probably where I'm going to end up, but I'm going to show you the first iteration first. So reach the arms up to the ceiling and stretch them back. The fingertips face away from the body. From here, I'm going to walk my fingertips back a little bit, curl the tailbone under, bring the knees to the chest, and stretch the legs up to the ceiling, heels together, toes apart. Circle the legs just like corkscrew, over, down, around, and up. Reverse your circles, over, down, around, and up. Keep the chest lifted, over, down, around, and up. Bend your knees. Let's try on the elbows if needed. If that's a breeze for you, stay on the hands. Heels together, toes apart, over, down, around, and up. Over, down, around, and up. One more time each way, over, down, around, and up. Last one, over, down, around, and up. Good, and bend your knees. Next, going into leg pull. So from here, come back onto your hands if you were on your elbows. This time, instead of the fingertips facing away from the body, the fingertips will face the body. Stretch your legs long, and we're just going to work on the prep for the leg pull. So reaching the legs long, long spine, from the pelvis, start to curl the tailbone under and peel your hips off of the mat. Open the chest wide, keep the legs squeezing together, and then bring the body down with control. And again, curl the tailbone under. Keep the legs together. Push the heels down. Feel like you're trying to touch the balls of your feet down to the mat. Lift those hips and roll it down. Now let's try to bring the knees into the chest. So that's the next iteration. So curl the tailbone under, lift the hips. Bring one knee to the chest, bring it down. Bring the other knee to the chest without dropping the other hip. Bring it down. And roll the hips down. This time, straight legs lifting the leg. So curl the tailbone under. One leg lifts, lower it down. Other leg lifts, lower it down. Bring the hips down. One more time, just like that. Roll the hips up. Try to keep the hips lifted as you lift the leg. So one leg lifts, other leg lifts, and bring it down. Whew. I start to get a cramp in my feet. I'm a dancer, but I haven't danced in a couple of years and my feet really feel it. So roll out your ankles if you need to. And grab your pillow if needed. Let's do some side kicks. So let's start with the right leg. I'm going to place my left knee on this pillow. I have terrible knees. Just make sure your knee and your hip are in the same line. Place your hand down on the mat. This is my left hand. If you're mirroring me, it's your right. Make sure this top leg is facing forward, so parallel, top hand behind the head. So your goal for me will be to push the hips forward so you're decreasing the crease in this hip as much as possible. So we don't want a big crease in this supporting hip. We want to push those hips forward and you'll find those glutes working. So from here, we're just going to lift that top leg up and down. My fingertips are facing away from the body. And I'm trying to keep my shoulder and my wrist in the same line. I don't have a mirror, but you can sort of see the alignment right here. Up and down. Keep thinking about that left glute if your left hand is down. Push the hip forward. Let's do 3 more of these. Up, up, and up. Good. Tiny circles of this top leg. So lift it and then circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Adjust the hips if needed. I need to squeeze my left glute a little bit more. Lift that top leg, hip height. Try to bring the leg forward without changing the rest of the body. Lengthen the hip to press that leg back. Good, forward. And back so hard. One more set. Feet are cramping. And back. Good, bring that top leg down and bring your body up. Keep the top hip facing forward, so don't open the hips out to the side. The top leg is parallel. Side bend. So this is not called side bend, side crunches. So we bring the elbow down towards the floor and bring it up. Good. 3 more. 3, 2. Keep the hips pushing forward. Keep the glutes working. If you want a little bit of a challenge, reach the arms by the ears and then side bend 4 times. 4. Otherwise, keep the hands behind the head. 3, 2, and 1. If you're able to just seamlessly switch sides, place that knee down and switch. Otherwise, you can switch the pillow to the other knee. That's what I'm going to do. Top leg reaches long. Oh, push the hips forward. Hand finds the mat, top hand behind the head. So lift and lower. Up and down. Keep pushing that hip forward. Whew. The side's even harder. Up and down. 3 more. And down. 2. And 1. Small circles with that leg. Lift it up first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Lift that top leg. Bring it forward and push it back. And bring it forward and push it back. Again, forward and back. 1 more time. Forward and back. Bring it center. Bring that leg down. Come on up. Woo! Take the top hand behind the head. Side crunches. This is my really bad knee, so this side might look really bad for my crunches. He will do a lot better job than I will. 3 more like this. 3, and 2, and 1. If you're feeling fancy, arms reach up to the sky, side bend 4, 3. You don't realize how heavy your arms are until you do exercises like this. 3. 1 more time. Bend it over and up and bring it down. Whew. Nice job. We're not finished yet, so we had pretty much of a classical beginning. We're going to end with some non-classical glutes. I still want to get the back of the body a little bit more, so you might still need your pillow. I'm going to hold off on it on this left leg. Actually, we just worked this side. This is my right leg. Let's do the left leg first, so I still need my pillow. You're going to come to your hands and knees, actually elbows and knees, and then from here, reach the left leg. This is my left leg. Reach it back, pull the belly to the spine, turn that leg out so that the knee points to the side, and then lift straight up and down, up and down. And just breathe. For me, everything is burning and shaking, but that's the way I like it. And up and up. Let's add a little bit of a rainbow movement. So we lift up and cross the body and tap the floor. Lift up and out. Up and cross and up and out. try your best to keep the pelvis steady, keep the back strong. One more time each way, cross it, and open it. Good. From here, flex the foot, parallel the leg. Push the leg up and down, up. My leg likes to turn out the higher it gets towards the ceiling. Try to fight that. Let's push it up as high as we can. Now from there, pulse it up, just an inch up, an inch down. Pulse, pulse. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause here, stretch the leg long. Keep the thigh bone where it is, bend the knee again. Stretch the leg long and bend the knee. Out and in. Out and in. So now that leg is parallel. So as I stretch the leg, I'm trying to get all 5 toes to point down to the floor. My leg likes to not do as I say sometimes though, but do as I say, not as I do. Let's do 2 more here. Stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. Good. Press back to a child's pose if you need. Whew. And then let's switch sides. I'm going to turn all the way around, and I'm actually not going to use my pillow for this side. Come onto the elbows. Remember, this leg is turned out to start. Pull the belly to the spine. Lift straight up and down. Up and down. At that rainbow movement, so lift up, cross it over and tap. Lift up, open and tap. One more time. Good. Bring it center. Bend the knee. Make sure the leg is parallel. So lift the heel straight up and down. You should feel where the glute and the hamstring meet. That's where you should feel it the most. Good. Now from here, push the heel up as high as it can go and then pause here. Pulse up from here. Up and up. A smaller movement. Keep going. You got this. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg lifted. Stretch the leg. It should be parallel. 5 toes pointing straight down and bend. Don't move the thigh bone. Stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. Keep pushing yourself away from the floor. Don't sink down into the floor. Don't give in to it. 3 more times. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Put the knee down. Press back to your child's pose. I like to wiggle around in my child's pose sometimes. Roll yourself up. And let's just do a little stretch to end. Lie on your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Take a few deep breaths. That one really wore me out. Put one foot down, cross the opposite foot over your knee. You can either stay here and press that thigh bone back or bring the knee towards the chest. Put that foot down, switch sides, either keep the foot on the floor or bring it on in. And on, put that foot down. Rock yourself up to a seated position. And let's just do a nice hamstring stretch. Flex the feet. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Let's not collapse over the legs. Quite yet, at least. And just reach with a long spine forward. If you want to place the hands behind the head, feel free. I'm going to pull my ribs back a little bit more, just so we're doing an active stretch to start. So either hands behind the head or reaching long. And then how long can you keep the spine flat to come down? And once you can't keep that length, you can round over. Keep the feet flexed and active, pulling the toes back towards your shins. And take a breath here. Try to relax the head a little bit. And roll yourself up. And congratulations, you are finished your workout. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that was a challenge for you like it was for me. Again, my name is Zola. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.